Okay, so what we are learning? So we are checking the data types, integer, float, boolean, string we checked. Today we'll be starting from list onwards. Apart from that, we also checked some important aspects on top of F string, data type conversion, some example on top of function. Okay, so what is function? What is method? So we have checked it, but in details we'll be learning how a method can be generated during when we'll be learning the class. Then inside the class, how a method can be generated, that thing we'll be learning maybe today end or tomorrow morning time. Only at the beginning time. Okay. Okay. We also learn immutability. String is immutable that we checked because we cannot assign or cannot change any existing string. So it will be trying to test the same thing on top of a list. Let's first begin what is list and how list can be declared. Okay. List, dictionary, then tuple and set. Let's learn this fourth thing. The data type things will be completed. Then some basic things we'll be learning on top of Python. Okay. Let's go one by one. So what is list? How list can be declared? List is also the multiple collection of objects that is that we checked in string is multiple collection of character data type, so some same thing we can see for list as well. Let me just quickly show you. Okay, suppose L is a variable. I'm going to assign some elements in L. While declaring the list should be always enclosed by square braces. Okay, square braces, and the element inside the list can be separated by comma. Okay, suppose 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. So this is a list. Let me show you. Let me print this thing, print L, as well as let me print the data type of L, just to confirm whether this is a list or not. Okay, so it's output of the list. The same thing it's returning, and see the class is list. Okay, now list is not only only we cannot put only integer value over here. We can also put other data type. Suppose 2.5, it's a float. Suppose ABC. So we can also include string inside a list. So list can contain heterogeneous elements as well. It's not only homogeneous elements collection. I can include string. I can also include Boolean data. Suppose true. Okay. Everything can be there. It's collection of multiple data types as well. We can say list is collection of multiple data types. It's very, very important. When we'll be using list, when we'll be using Python as data engineer coding part or open source language, there can use list. There is various use of list over there. Okay. And what are the other things we can learn on top of list? List elements. Okay. How to check any list elements? It's same as string element. The first, I mean, um, the first thing, the first object is determined as zeroth index. The index of the first one is zeroth index. So I can call in same way. If I just print L0, it should be printing the first one. Okay. This is list element. We can check the elements in this way. One should be two. Similarly, what we have done in string, we can also do the slicing part. It's same as string. Okay, let me show once more time. So this is the first one, means it should be starting from 2. 1 means index position 1, it's 2. Then let me print till uh, 8. Okay, 8. 8 means 1. 2 means 2. 3 means 3. 4 means 4. 5 means 5. 6 means 6. 7 means 7. 8 means 8. 9 means 9. 10 means 10. 11 means 11. 12 means 12. 13 means 13. 14 means 14. 15 means 15. 16 means 16. 17 means 17. 18 means 18. 19 means 19. 20 means 20. 21 means 21. 22 means 22. 23 means 23. 24 means 24. 25 means 25. 26 means 26. 27 means 27. 28 means 28. 29 means 29. 30 means 30. 31 means 31. 32 means 32. 33 means 33. 34 means 34. 35 means 35. 36 means 36. 37 means 37. 38 means 38. 39 means 39. 40 means 40. 41 means 41. 42 means 42. 43 means 43. 44 means 44. 45 means 45. 46 means 46. 47 means with interval of 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. It's same as string. The slicing part is same as string. Even in tuple set, we can see the same way. Okay, the slicing part I'll not be repeating. Just it's the same thing. We can update the interval as well by putting a interval thing. By default, if we do not put any interval, by default it should be one in nature. Means one after another, it will be printing during the slicing part. Excuse me. Okay, mutability. So for string, we check we cannot mutate the existing list, but over here we can mutate the existing list. Let me show you. Suppose I'm assigning some value. Suppose L0th position. L0th position, I'm assigning the value. Suppose H. Okay, H is a string. Let me just assign this value. Let me print the entire AL again. And it's not updating any other list, it's updating the same list. If I just print L, then it should be clear. So you can see 1 has been replaced by H. Okay. So we can confirm that list is mutable. So we suppose in our particular example or in our further codes, we have to take such data types which should be mutable in nature. So at the runtime, we can assign some value in that list. It can be increased, it can be decreased. Just like this thing. If this is the scenario, we can use list. Okay. Mutability, we just check. There are lots of methods that there on top of list. We can operate on top of list. Let me just put how we can check the methods, available methods in PyCharm. Just put L dot. All the available method should be available over here. Just like the first one, append. Let me append and then we need to put some object. Okay. I'm appending 99. Okay. Let's see the output. Okay. Appending means at the last, it will append this particular element 99. So this is my current list. Okay. Similarly, we have append insert. Insert is a bit different. Just like append, if we append, we just need to pass one parameter. That is the element. If we put the element over here, it will append the element at the end. For insert, I need to mention specific position for which particular position the particular element needs to be inserted. Suppose I'm putting it second index. For second index, 99 will be inserted. You can see second means second index 1, 0, 1, 2. This is my second index. And over here, 99 has been inserted. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Tell
if
me.
you wanna insert the element after the true or false, then how you insert the element, sir?
Sorry. Can you please come again once more time?
You wanna insert the element after true or false. So how you gonna insert
But
the
after
number?
true or false, you want to insert some element, correct?
Yeah, element. Yeah, it's gonna be like 99, like 100 or anything. So what number we gonna put instead of two?
No, actually, true, I have put it over here just to maintain that list can contain any data types. Okay, list can contain any data types means that it's a collection of heterogeneous element. Now, after the true, if I want to insert anything, then we just have to put append. Means over here, if I know the position of true, 0th, 1, 2, I can get it by the length function. Then if I know the particular position, then I can I can mention the particular position over here, index position, and then maintain 1, 2, 3. If I just run this insert statement, then it will be inserting after true. Is this your question? Actually, I didn't.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yes, sir.
okay. So first of all, I can just manually I can collect count the thing, that is fine, or we can get by the length, can get what is the in which position true is there. We can also found these things. There's a find option. Okay, find is there or not? Let me check. L dot. So let's check what are the things. Insert, count, reverse, index. Okay, by index also I can check. Okay, so uh, let me just check whether is there any other thing. No, index is fine. True from 0th position. Or let me also check the length. It should be there. Let me just give me some second. Okay, length is 9. That means there are 9 bit. I mean, nine different elements. Okay, so 9 element means this position is 8th. So I have to insert anything 9 this way, but uh, for there's a index. I think I can also try with that one, index. So it's I need to pass the value that is true, start and stop, but it's not getting it. Start support index, stop support index. Passing 0.
Uh, Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, tell
This
me.
true is at the eighth position, so it is considering a single word or a single character.
No, true is a single element over here.
Okay, it's not counting as a single alphabet.
It's a single element, so they are considering it's okay. Let me show you. Print L. So it was in 8th position, correct? 8th index. So the 8th index, the entire true should be printed, not only in individual alphabets. Okay.
Okay,
But it should be returning if we just try with the index of true. Okay, let me try once more time. I'll be checking this thing later. So I need to pass the value that is true. The start and stop position of the index, that is also fine. But I'm not getting the proper index of true. Is there any other thing? Paint index, insert, inverse, remove, clear, extend, pop, short. Okay, I'll be checking that. It should be, going ahead with this manner. I can search with the index with a particular element in this way. Let me search with ABC. Just let me check. Yeah, ABC is returning, it's fine. Seventh position. But for true, is not able to give me the thing properly. Yes.
So what if you pass the single quotes on true on that L side and the print side L single quotes?
No, if we pass any quotes on top of Boolean data type, it should be considering a string. Okay. That thing we just learned in last session. So I
Mm.
cannot pass a single quote over here or anywhere. Then true is, it's also a string. True means it's a not lie. So this kind of thing, it is considered as string that time. It's not considered as a Boolean data type. But over here in inside a list, true is not getting. Okay, you are telling this thing. Okay, it's not able to find true.
Sir, in upside also, sir, in the signing L in the list also.
Yeah, then it should be working as a string. That should be fine. Yeah, string thing is working fine. But telling about the if it's a boolean, it's a list. But if we are working as a string, it's working fine. Just like we before this thing, we just check with ABC. ABC is working fine. But true is a boolean, or you can put false as well. For boolean, we are not able to get the index over here. I'll be checking this thing. Same thing will be happen for false as well. False is a boolean. I hope the same result should be for false. False is not in the list. False is there. Why it is telling? Let me check a bit. Over here, they are not able to identify false. But false is there. Okay, I'll be checking this Boolean operation inside a list and I'll let you know. Okay. Maybe in tomorrow I'll be check. And today I'll be check it my side and I'll be telling you on tomorrow. Okay. So append, insert, pop. Pop means popping out of any element. You can try pop as well. I'm not going to try with a boolean now. Let me try a pop. Suppose L dot pop. I have to put some index. Suppose my first, 0th second, I'm putting my 1 over here. Means 0, 1. The 2 should be popped. Okay. So I'm just printing both of the things. Which things needs to be popped? And after popping up, what should be the lists data structure? Okay. So popped up element is first index, that is 2. And after popping up, this is the list. So this is how pop works. Count. Count will be counting the total. Okay, let me show. There is any double thing. Suppose let me repeat. Okay, 6 is double there. count. I need to put some value. Suppose I'm putting 6. So 6 is present twice. Yeah, so that is, it's printing 2. If I just put 1, 1 is present only once. 1, 1. Okay, so this is one more important thing. In list, okay, maybe this is the issue. True is considered as logical 1. Okay, so when I search with 1, it's giving us 2. Means this is 1, 1, this is 1, another 1. This is the point. So in list, if we put any Boolean things, true is considered as 1 and false is considered as 0. Let me put 0 over here. Okay, 0 means this false. I haven't appended any 0. Okay, so this is the thing. True, false is considered as 1 and 0 inside a list. Did you get it? So yeah, that thing we just checked.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put 3. 3 is present only once. It should be returned 1. So count is, it is searching the frequency of a particular element, how much time the things are there inside a list. Okay, but I'll also check, you can also check your side. Inside a list, if we put any Boolean element, they have been converted into logical 1 and 0. I think I mean, I read this, material earlier as well, but that time I forgot. But you can also check your side. I'll be also checking and studying this thing, and I'll let you know in details maybe in tomorrow's session. Okay, short. Short means it will shorting the entire thing. But if we put short over here, it will throw an error. Let me show you. Short, nothing to put as of now. Just I'm passing short. It's showing an error because there are collection of heterogeneous elements. So when they're performing this kind of greater than or less operation while doing the item comparison, then they're throwing the error. Okay, let's remove this true, false, ABC. Let's put a single, not the entire elements list. Just putting in this manner. If I just go ahead with short, then it should work. The output is this one. Not this print. We are shorting this thing over here, and this is my output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 8, 9. There is 6 here, 6 here, 4 is there. So I'm shorting it, ascending, and then. So how to short it descending? I think there is shorting and then reverse is also there. Okay, I can put a reverse. Reverse. I'm shorting it, then I'm reversing it. Then it should be shorted descending. Okay, so this way you can short the entire list in descending. But it cannot be done in a single go because we do not have such available methods. Okay. So this is how lists should work. There are very powerful methods are available on top of list. So we can have this idea of what kind of things, what kind of which method is doing what kind of things. Just we can have the example of each of the methods and all at our own, and we can get the idea. So this is called list. Okay. After list, we can start dictionary. Okay, let's start dictionary first. So dictionary is also collection of multiple elements, but the main thing, unlike list, tuple. Okay, let me just tell tuple first. We just learned list. Tuple is a bit different than that of list. So what is tuple? Tuple is also collection of multiple elements. and the particular syntax of tuple, we need to use this brace, not the box one, a square bracket one. We can put the elements with comma separated, that is fine, same as list. We can put heterogeneous element as well. Suppose 2.5, it was there earlier, we can also put string ABC. There should not be any issue. We can also put boolean. Okay, let me print it. Let me print the data type as well. Okay, so it's a tuple. Only difference between tuple and list, this is the bracket. The first bracket is there. Okay, and okay, let me open the thing for list tuple. It is scheduled for today's session. Okay, the main thing is tuple is immutable in nature. Tuple is immutable in nature. Unlike list, this is the only difference between tuple and list. So, in our requirement, if we have such kind of thing, that we need to update. We do not have to update the
Sir, what is
static.
mute and unmute, sir? Mute. What is the
Sorry.
difference, sir? What is the difference between mutable and unmutable, sir?
Yeah, that thing we discussed on last day. So mutable means after declaration of the tuple, we cannot uh, we cannot change. We cannot remove any element. We cannot append any element. So we cannot change the element list of tuple. So we cannot able to mutate it.
Okay,
And for list, we just check. We can mutate it. Just like we have done append, we can done insert. We can do pop.
sir.
We can
Short.
do the assign element. Yes, sorting part. Okay. Let me just quickly show you this thing. So we can just able to identify. It's the same thing. The index position 0, 1, 2. The index position is also same, just like a list. Let me just quickly show you the indexing part as well. Okay, 0th position, it's 1. We can also do the slicing part. It's same as list. So I'm not going to repeat, but let me assign something. Suppose I'm going to assign T0 equal, suppose BCD. Okay, it will be throwing an error because tuple object does not support item assignment. The same thing we checked on last working day during string. String is immutable. Similarly, tuple is immutable. Suppose we have to design such project where we need to collect the objects. Suppose some of the cities coordinates we need to collect for some app services. The app services, the app will be stopping for particular location. I just need to put the locations of some or coordinates of that particular places and all. Okay, and those should be static in nature. No one can update this thing during runtime or during the program execution. So there we can use this kind of tuple where the collection object can be static. When it is been declared, after that it will not be modified anywhere. So that is why for that reason, the available method on top of tuples is very less. If we can put T dot, you can see there are only two methods, count and index. So count will be counting the repetition. The same thing we just check for list. Suppose let me put another 4, just for have a proper count. So put T dot count of 4 inside the tuple. Let me put a print. It should be returning 3 because 4 is present thrice. Okay. Similarly, for index as well, it will be returning the index. Suppose index of 2, index of 2, it should be returning 1. Okay, so this is the way. I mean, we can only do index and count. We cannot do insert, append, sort, reverse. So those kind of method we cannot impose on top of tuple because it's mutable. Sorry, it's immutable. Okay, but it's similar, just like a list. Hope there is no doubt from anyone.
Sir, where we can use the real-time example, can you explain one of it?
Yeah, just I told, suppose we are collecting some word coordinates of some important cities. Just for some example, maybe some cab services or just like this. So there, the particular coordinates cannot be changed during the run times, correct? So the city's coordinate cannot be changed. So you're collecting all those information in a particular tuple so that during runtime, no one can change this thing. At the beginning of the runtime, we can put it, but the assignment cannot be modified during runtime or program execution time. Okay. Let me go ahead with set as well. Okay. Set is, I mean, the declaration of set is it's also same, but we use set for a different purpose, especially for set theory. You all know what is set theory. Even in SQL chapters, we learn the union, intersection, those kind of stuffs. So over here, we can also do, I mean, this kind of stuffs. So set can be declared with the curly braces and the thing should be put into comma separately. Just like this way. 78, 34, 2, 3. And I'm just repeating the things just for, okay. So there are a bit difference in set. Let me just repeat the thing. Okay. It's ordered collection of unique objects. The first line is very, very important. If we declare anything in set, if I'm just going to print it, Irfan, I mean, you are pinging in my WhatsApp. Is there anything you can tell me over here?
No, sir. You can check after the class.
Okay, after the class, we can discuss over here. I mean, maybe some extent in 5 minutes, I'll be checking Mustafa's error over there. I can also check what is the thing. Okay, let me just quickly print it as well as let me print type of us. Okay, so it's set as well as two things I want to show you. When I'm printing sets element, you can see the elements are ordered properly, ordered in ascending. So I've declared 2, 4, 11 over here. But you can see, no, it's not properly ordered. 34. Why? It should not be. Okay. Uh, what is the fishy? That should not be there actually. 11, 12. It should be always ordered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 34. 5, 11, 12, 78. It's not properly ordered. But it should be ordered in nature as well as it will be removing the duplicates. That thing I also need to check. Why it's not maintaining proper order in this position. Set is ordered collection of unique objects. So unique things it's maintaining because you can see if I'm repeating anything in list as well as tuple, they're considering separate element. But set is considering, I mean, it is discarding duplicate elements and putting only the distinct one. Just like we have 4 twice over here. So it's remove 1 4 and it's storing only 1 4 over here. Okay. But why it's not ordered in this position, I need to also research on top of this. Why this is happening? Okay. But what are the other things in sets? Conversion to list, I'll not be telling this thing now. Okay. We can do this kind of operation. Why generally we use sets? We can do union, intersection, difference, this kind of operation. Let me quickly show you these things, how that can be maintained and all. Let me declare another. This should be S1. Another, let me take S2. Let me take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So I have taken two different set just to understand the union and all is this kind of stuff. Okay. What is the syntax of union? We can just do, we can put one particular syntax particular set S1 dot union. Then I can call another set inside it. Okay, so this is the syntax I can do on top of this, the print operation. Let's see the output. Okay, so you can see union all is happening. Union is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 34, 5, 10, 11. And the new things, 10 is already not, 10 is not there in the earlier thing. So 10 has been appended. 11, it was there earlier. 12, 13, 14. It's also inserted over here. 12, 13, 14. But if why it's not ordering it properly, I'll be checking. Maybe with some example or what is the issue, I'll check. But this is how union should work. We all know what is union. We learned this thing in set theory, maybe in earlier classes. In our HS, higher secondary or graduation, wherever we have learned set theory, Venn diagram, we know how to do the union. So it's doing the same thing. We can do the intersection over here as well. Intersection means the common terms it will be returning between two sets. Yeah, 11 and 12 are the common one. Okay. But other things, difference was there. Difference. Okay. So while doing the difference in set theory, we have used difference as minus. Means over here, I have put S1 at left hand side means what extra thing S1 is having that is missing in S2. It should return this thing. So while using difference method, the order where we are putting the S1 and S2, it will be considering. If we put S2 over here and S1 over here, that means what extra thing S2 is having than that of S1. It is 10, 13, 14. Just like a similar, if we are quite aware of the set theory, just like A minus B. If we have, okay, S1 minus S2. This is the thing. Okay, I hope this is understandable. This is very easy. Apart from that, we have very familiar, just like copy, clear, this kind of thing. Clear means it will be clearing the entire set. Copy means I can copy the data. Suppose S3 equal S1 dot copy. That means S3 will be copying all the elements of S1. This is a method. Let me print S3. Okay. Or what are the other things? I just check clear. Clear means it will be clearing.
Sir, we can copy like multiple like S1 and S2 and put it in S3.
Then we need to union and then we need to put copy. Okay.
Can you show
Union
us?
and then copy. we need to do a union, then a copy. Okay, let me show you. You want S1 and S2 to be copied in S3. Okay, that
Yes.
is the question, correct? So we need to do the union first. Okay, after that we can put a copy. Okay, so it will be copying S1 and S2's all element. Okay, S1 dot clear. Clear means it will be clearing. I can just put this thing. So S1's all elements should be popped up. Okay, it's returning only set. There is null elements. That is it. It's printing in this manner. Clear is just like popping up all the elements. That's all. Okay. Now is it clear? Someone was asking Mustafa, I think, correct?
Yes, sir. Currently, I don't have my laptop with me, so I will
Okay.
share you the screenshots, sir, after going on.
Okay, okay. So this is how set works. Well, I just need to check why it's not ordering it properly. Because set is always, if we just put the things in haphazard manner, it should always ordering the things when it's under, I mean, going through a interpreter. So it should be always ordering the thing. Why it's not ordering, I'll be checking that part. Okay. Now the next thing we'll be going to learn dictionary. Very, very important topic. Okay, for the set as well, we can call any element by their index. Okay, it's the same as list, tuple, set. We are storing the things. We can call individual elements by their index, and index is starting with 0th position. The slicing part is also same as, I mean, in set it's same as list. That is why I didn't repeat this thing again. But in dictionary, it's a bit different. While storing the data in a dictionary, we are not using the index. Okay, so how dictionary can be declared? I'm just assigning a variable called D. It is also enclosed by curly braces. Only the thing is of the storage part. We are not using index. Rather, we are storing this thing in a key value pair. Okay, and what is key? Suppose key is this 1, and I'm storing its value, suppose in a string format A. 2. Okay, so key is this colon my original element. This is my first element of dictionary, and the second element should be separated by a comma. Okay, my second element also, I mean, again, I'm just putting 2 is the key of the second element, and the value I'm putting B. You can put heterogeneous element over here as well. 3, I'm putting true. No issue, true, I'm not putting any, I mean, quotation. That means it's a Boolean. 4, I'm not putting any, I can put any other thing as well. I can put a list. I'm putting a separate list. Okay. So this kind of heterogeneous element we can also put over here. In that particular dictionary, we are having how many elements? 1. My first element is this. My second element is this. My third element is this. And my fourth element is this. My main value in the dictionary is this. This is called value. And the first portion is called key. So if we want to check any values, earlier when we are going to check any values in list, we are calling this value by index. Over here, we need to call this value by key. Okay, let me show you. Just give me some second. Okay. Let me just show you printing the dictionary first, as well as the data type. Okay, so dictionary, it's called dict, D-I-C-T. And you can see this is the dictionary, that is fine. So, how we can call it? Just I was telling, let me put one over here, print it. Sorry, this should be in square brace, I think. Okay, so you can see similarly, I mean, that time we are putting index, but over here I'm calling with the key. I put 1, so it's returning my value as A. If we can put 3, it will be returning true. If we can put 4, it will be returning this entire list. Okay. So this is how we can call the thing. Okay, one more important topic. The key in the dictionary should be always immutable in nature. Okay. The key, we need to choose the key such a way that should be immutable. And the value can be anything. Value can be mutable or immutable. That's my own wish. But key is just like an index. That is why when I have declared a key, that cannot be modified in any position. So I cannot declare a list over here in a key position. If we declare a list over here, so the third element, the 3 and true, I'm just declaring a list over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm just going to print it. Showing an error. We cannot declare a mutable over here. That should be always immutable. If we just enclose of this kind of bracket, means it's a tuple, it should be accepting it. Okay, it's accepting 1, 2, 3 is a tuple that cannot be modified at the runtime. That is why they're accepting that value. Hope that is clear for everyone. If we want to print, okay, what are the available methods? Let me show you. Okay, items. Items, it will be printing the entire items within a tuple format. Okay. All the items means key and value should be separated, comma, and again this way it is showing this thing. Items.
Sir, can we slice in a dictionary?
Slicing in that way. Let me just think about it. No, as the index is not there, we cannot slice in the similar way, just like list. Okay. Whatever thing is required, we can call this thing by their value only. And index, why we are able to slice it? Because the index in the list is just like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this manner. I mean, the increment is, incremental operator is with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this way. But over here, just like you see, I mean, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, 2, 3. It's a tuple. So we cannot do this kind of slicing over here. Okay. Anyone can put anything. I can put a string over here as well. String is immutable. String is not a mutable one. That is why I can also put string. So that is why the key is not fixed over here. I mean, key is not incremented or auto incremented over here properly. That is why we cannot slice just like a list in dictionary. Okay. Okay, so we can do this kind of methods over here. We can, if we just put keys, that means it should be returning only the keys. 1 ABC 1 2 3 4. If we do values, it should be only returning the values. So those are the available methods. Methods are very simple, but where this kind of data structure is required, where to pass key and value pair, we need to use dictionary. Okay, so values is returning only the values one. A, then B, then true, then this one. Okay. Any question? It's fine for everyone? Okay. So those are all data
Yes, sir.
types. Okay, fine. Thank you. So those are all data types just we learned in dictionary, list. Those are very important. Just keep in mind, I mean, those are required when we'll be doing uh I mean the pandas will be when we'll be using pandas, NumPy during our data related stuffs in Python. Then using of dictionary list and dictionary is very, very useful actually. The tuple and set will not be using so much that thing. I mean, as of now, just concentrate of list and dictionary, how they are going to be used, what are the different methods, so that we can have a proper utilization at that time. Okay, so I'll be just checking this two part inside the list why true is not getting tracked. True is getting tracked as a logical one. So if we search with one, we can get it, but for true it's not we are not getting it. What is the reason behind it? And set, generally set as per the definition of Python, if we can see any Python documentation, we can see list always store the element with sorting it properly. The inbuilt interpreter, it will be sorting the sets element, but why it's not doing over here, I'll be checking these two things and I'll let you know. Okay, we have 2 minutes time. Just let me cover the conditional operator for today. Conditional logic quickly. This should be our last topic. And then few more things we'll be learning. The inbuilt function, classes and all will be starting from tomorrow. And tomorrow, if we have some time, then we'll be touching that particular, I mean, the main motto of ours, I mean, the data engineering part, how we can do the design and development part in Python. We'll be learning this thing in tomorrow's session. Maybe tomorrow, and if not possible, then day after tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead with conditional logic. We can use if clause over here, if else. Just like let me give an example. Okay, we just I'm assigning some value a equal 10. Generally, we used to do this kind of example, I think, for all the batches. So let me check. Okay, let me do in this manner. I'm going to get any input from user. Input, enter a number. I'm going to get some input from the user. And I'm going to store this value in a variable. I'm also putting an integer conversion because yesterday we checked input function, scan the input from the user and store it in string format. That is why I'm converting it in integer. Okay. So whatever number I'm going to get from the user, I'm storing it into I variable. Now in the conditional logic, I need to store it. I mean, I need to check whether this particular value is even or odd in nature. So how to check it? If is our conditional operator keyword. If I, how to check? We can use this kind of operator, remainder operator. I'm dividing I by 2. If there is any remainder, then if there is zero remainder, then it should be even. So this is how we need to represent I remainder operator 2 equal 0. I need to put a colon. Okay. After pressing colon, press a enter. Automatically there should be an indentation available over here. So this is the first time we are using indentation. Means whatever statement I'll be writing over here, that should be running under this statement. Okay, in other language we can put a bracket, but there is no such bracket convention over here. Just for hierarchical execution, there is no such usage of bracket. They're using some indentation just to show that this statement is running under this statement. Okay, so if I%2 equal 0, print, I'm printing this is a even number. Okay, I am not going to do any other executable statements inside this if. So I'm pressing enter. So this indentation I do not require anymore. So I'm going to get outside of this if. Now I can put else. Else I can print this is odd number. Okay, so this is our particular how the if else works. If condition colon whatever executable statements I need to do, I need to execute, just put them sequentially one by one. Otherwise, we can put this thing in else in this manner. Let me run this. Enter a number. Let me put any number. 85. Putting enter. It's not, it coming over here, the executable statements. It's not satisfying this thing. That is why this statement has not been executed. It's going this thing else and it's satisfying it. That is why it's returning odd number. If I'm running it, let me put any even number. Suppose 10. This is the even number. Okay. The conditional statements are clear. I hope it is. If not, please tell. Okay. Now, let me just check Mustafa's screen once. Okay. The other person you can drop off. Irfan, you have some question. Will be just quickly check. And Mustafa, you can share your screen.
Sir, it's
Yeah.
nothing important. You can check the WhatsApp message and let me know. That's it.
Okay. I'll be checking. I just got the pop-up. I didn't check it.
Okay.
Okay. Mustafa, you can share your screen. Then I'm going to give you the. Do you have the laptop ready with you? Or
Sir, currently I'm outside, sir. I will share you the screenshots.
okay, you can share me the screenshots. Okay, your question is how to start with this kind of py file, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's simple. Actually, just go here. The Python project, you can see this is my by default where I have installed Python. PyCharm
Sir, after
actually.
creating the Python project, like
I can just
to
right click over
execute
there, just
the
go ahead
code.
with new. Yeah, right click over here on top of Python project, new. You can search Python file.
Okay.
Okay, this is the way. Otherwise, we can do this kind of thing as well. You can create a notepad, text document. Okay, I'm just opening this text document. Put something. Suppose hello world. Print hello world. This is a Python command. Okay, I'm going to save it. Save as. Just put first program. While saving it, don't save it in .txt. Save it in .py. This is the Python extension. I'm saving it in my desktop. Save it there. Where is my first program? Yeah, this one. No, not this one exactly. Yeah, this one. Okay. So you can see the icon has been modified. So this is the particular file, and you can open the file from PyCharm. You open file, open, and browse this location. Suppose you have a Python entire setup, folders over here. You need to open that particular project. You have the entire project. There are lots of Python files. Just open it from here. File open and open that particular document over here. Okay. Anything you can do as of now for the practice purpose. You can just right click over there, new and new Python file. Then that should be open for you. Okay. I think it's clear.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow. We have some more basics. I am assuming that tomorrow I'm not going to start the data frame related stuffs. We have to cover some more things. Looping part, the user defined function, UDF function will be going to start tomorrow. Class will, okay, tomorrow will be starting. At the end of class, we can have a quick example how to import an external class as well as okay, I'm trying to start the data frame related objects by end of tomorrow's. If we have some session, for extended session, we can quickly catch up the data frame related objects by tomorrow only. Okay. And the entire week should be there. The rest of the week should be only on top of data frames. Data frames is nothing but it's representing the tables kind of thing, relational database kind of thing. Whatever we have learned in SQL, the same thing we'll be learning in Python with some extra advantages. Extra analysis part is there in Python. Okay. Okay. Let's connect tomorrow. We will be having some more ideas. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.